got a little teaser image from Rockstar. It was kind of this red background with the Rockstar logo. We've been hearing, there were rumors circulating back around E3, right? That we might be seeing a Red Dead Redemption remaster or a new sequel. And now we kind of know based on the image that we saw today, which shows, I think it was like 6 people coming over the hilltop with that same background or a group of people. It's clearly Red Dead 2 or sequel or whatever it's going to be called.
Now, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Now we know. Thursday, there's going to be the trailer dropping. We're doing a viewing party. I was just talking to Rob about it. So we just wanted to talk today about what we want from Red Dead Redemption 2. You played Red Dead Redemption extensively. I'm assuming you beat it.
Red Dead Redemption, I never played Red Dead Revolver.
I did. A lot, actually, weirdly. I played on the original Xbox, like a third-person shooter. I think there's actually a lot of people that don't.
It's a hard game to go back to.
It is. It's tough. I mean, it was really fun, though. I mean, there were like these boss fights on these missions. There were these legendary weapons you get as you're playing through it. And it's so weird that it became Red Dead Redemption because there's like eons or like just so different experiences. But Red Dead Redemption, Justin, when's the last time you played? Have you played it recently at all?
I played it when it came out, but I mean, that's a game that sticks with you. The story in that game, it's still, I would say, one of my favorite games of all time. You have those quiet moments when, in other games, when you're just kind of going across an empty plain, like when you're just going across a world, it's boring. But in here, it's like, it felt like there was so much life, and then you have those musical cues, like that just come up, and you're like, oh, I'm going into Mexico, or that part near the end of the game when you just, like you're riding down the hill and you have the music playing over it. It's like, emotionally, that still touches me. Like I still get chills thinking about it.
Yeah, if there wasn't that bass, that rumbling bass, it's like dum 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 dum. Like, holy God, you're exactly right. You're just kind of wandering a really barren desert, but it's exciting.
And the characters are so memorable. Like John Marston, as a character, like he nailed that perfectly. That spaghetti Western character who's kind of on both sides of the law, who's an anti-hero, but someone you also relate with and someone you want to do well, someone you want to win.
It's like a bad dude trying to be good, and then he's forced to be bad again because the government comes and is like trying to take his land. What is the storyline? Because I know his family's in trouble too, but I don't know. I'm trying to remember what actually. I love that game, but so much escapes me. It's such a big game.
Every now and then, I know that you
no, sorry. The government comes back looking for his ex-cohorts from his gang. They're trying to hunt them down because they've been active again. So then they ask him to go.
I thought the government came down and asked me to kill a lot of rabbits because I did a lot of that.
Go hunt
killing
some
rabbits all the time.
That sounds about right.
That's also like, yeah, I mean, when you look at Grand Theft Auto 5, obviously, this game was Red Dead Redemption was 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Grand Theft Auto 5 being 2013, but 3 years before that, there wasn't as much to do in Red Dead Redemption. Obviously, that's going to happen when Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out 3 years after it. But I remember they just nailed that setting, like you said, that Jose Gonzalez song that plays when he's coming over the hill in Mexico. It's like, step in front of a runaway train. That's such an awesome moment. Like the sun, and like I saw it when the sun was going down. My friend saw it was coming up, and like stuff. Some people saw it at night, depending on when you go in. Yeah, but it really nailed that story, and that's what I'm wondering where Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to go from there, because Red Dead Redemption, for as large of a game as it was a pretty intimate, personal thing. It's John Marston confronting the people he used to roll with when they were like robbing trains and banks and whatnot, but it's like a revenge tale. I don't know that we should spoil the ending. I mean, it's been a while.
No, please don't.
But now that Red Dead Redemption 2 is on the way out, like,
this will be a chance for the first time for people to try it out.
I mean, it's backwards compatible on Xbox One, right? That's what we're going to be playing on Thursday, I think. But yeah, go play this game because I'm wondering how connected 2 will be to it, because it shows a handful of people. Like, have people like started looking at the faces yet in the image?
I was about to say,
you can kind of see the faces, right?
Yeah, you could kind of see the whoever is first, like, the center character. It didn't look like John Marston.
I thought it kind of did.
I thought it didn't.
Unless it was like a prequel or something. Like, we don't know when it's... there's no details about it aside from like, this is Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's not... There are no confirmed details, but speculation is running that it could be a prequel.
So there are 7 people. There's one in the middle.
His hair looks shorter, see?
Yeah. And it just gets... I mean, so it's coming out fall 2017, but it looks like it's got like Magnificent 7 vibes, or like Hateful Eight, if you like that. I don't know, but But they also said they're going to have a new online experience, so that kind of lends itself, like maybe it's going to be like, I'm assuming it's going to be GTA Online-ish in the Wild West.
And it's going to come out months later.
Yeah. And then they're going to keep introducing new DLC, and despite the fact that I haven't played it in 2 years, a ton of people still play GTA Online, and like with the new.
I do.
Yeah, you
I
do
go
all
back
the time.
all the time.
Sometimes if you come in early in the morning, I just see you playing that. Actually, I just saw you playing that today when you should have been working. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being a jerk.
Well, not to segue too much onto like GTA Online, but for what it is, I think it's a pretty fantastic segment to Grand Theft Auto 5. Like where it's like just having seen when it first came out to now, it's pretty wild what like you open up that game now and it's just like all this activity going on in the open world. Like now there are biker gangs. I don't know if you've even seen any of this new update. It is wild. Like basically you just step out your door and it's just chaos. Which, you know, is kind of fitting for Red Dead Redemption, right? Like if you can imagine like being in your own gang and hitting the Old West.
Yeah, but the success that they found with GTA Online, like there's no way they can't bring that idea over to Red Dead Redemption. But part of me also doesn't want that. Like that, it's a cool idea, and GTA Online's done it so well. But the thing that stood out for Red Dead for me was that single player experience, something that you're not going to be able to get in a GTA Online, as cool as that is. And with GTA Online, they also kind of skipped all of the single player DLC. We got promises of more of the story.
Right.
And I don't want them to sacrifice that element for just the thing that's going to 100% be successful and 100% be fun. Like I still want that emotional core of a single player experience.
After seeing the teaser image, here's what I thought about. GTA 5 introduced, Franklin, Michael, and Trevor. You can swap between them on the fly.
Oh.
How ambitious would it be to be able to swap between 7 people in the Wild West? I doubt. That's what I want. I don't know how possible that is in this day and age to be able to, because it's seamless in GTA 5. You fly up, and at a certain point in the game, once you unlock all 3 people and meet them, you just fly up, go to Franklin over in this part of LA. Sorry, Los Santos. Zoom out, go back into Michael, do his like midlife crisis stuff. Go to Trevor, just be a psycho.
Who was in a police chase.
And they're all like different flavors, right? Like again, Trevor is doing this police chase stuff. Michael's going like this midlife crisis, but also trying not to get into like too much bad shit. And then you have like Franklin, who himself is trying to escape the bad stuff to be a better person, kind of like John Marston, I guess. But
that's ambitious as
I know.
hell.
6 or
7 different people.
That'd be awesome. Like to be able to zoom out, like go to this person who's like a robber, and then like all just watching all the people come together. Like this dude's a sheriff, maybe. But I mean, obviously the teaser image implies that they're kind of a gang. They're walking with each other toward a camera. But I'm knowing Rockstar, I'm sure there'll be very distinct characters. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they deal with that structure, because Red Dead Redemption, for all intents and purposes, was just Grand Theft Auto put into the Wild West. And I would assume they would try to like take GTA 5's formula and kind of evolve into something new. So that's what I was hoping, because I was hoping they actually make use of this ensemble cast.
Or even make that co-op, like that you could play that single player experience and each person takes on a different role, and maybe you can swap out between different ones. But you're all playing together, but in a story.
Yeah. Where do they go from here, like with the world? Because I mean, the Wild West, it was Armadillo, Texas you start off in, and then you're kind of going around Texas over the border to Mexico. What if this is like a Tombstone, Arizona thing, or like I don't know, what kind of? Do you guys have any ideas for settings they'd want to see it in? Or like, what if it's?
I'd like to see some snow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if it's like a Hateful Eight kind of like the Badlands of Montana kind of feel?
Well, you could do like northern Arizona, right? Like even up there.
Yeah, parts of the Southwest have like different climates and just desert and stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to see them kind of, because I mean, aside from when you go into the marshes, like the swamps and whatnot, and like some of the fields in Red Dead Redemption, it was all very just desert feeling. Obviously that makes sense with the Wild West, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where they're going to set it and like what maybe like they'll take an actual place and fictionalize it, kind of like Mafia 3 did or GTA 5, all the Grand Theft Autos did.
Or Watch Dogs 2 set in San Francisco. It would be cool to see that gold rush era in that setting.
Yeah. What if Rockstar a year after did a better San Francisco, like 100 years before? No, I'm not implying anything.
Yeah, the pre-earthquake San Francisco.
Yeah, before the fires and whatnot too.
Yeah, but like what era, right? What like time period? Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like a big deal. I mean, like again, there's probably I need to look into like seeing how many people like have dissected the stuff going on. But this gang looks cool. This one dude's got a trench coat on.
Dude, the bowler hat.
Then one dude looks like he's got a long like double barrel shotgun. Another one's got a huge gun draped over his shoulder. The main dude's got a rifle. I don't like this. Like the fact that they're just the first image they show off is all 7 people. I have to imagine, like Justin said, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe the new online experience is a co-op thing, or maybe like I said, you're swapping. I hope to God you can swap between 7 people. Like how you would not get bored with that game.
That'd be
between
seven people. Too much.
I know it would.
People would be too
We're talking
many
about what
people.
we want. This is wishful thinking. Rockstar can do what they want. I'm sure they'll pull it off. But if I was designing this game and I was like a dictator in the development studio, I'd be like, all right,
Or they would.
We're gonna be able to swap on the fly between how many people do we want? Like 7. Like, no, really, how many? 7.
Get out. You're fired.
No, they couldn't fire me. I'm a dictator. No, but
I'm
anyway.
saying you would fire other people.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we can't do that. And he's like,
100%.
well, you're fired.
Yeah, be better. No, just kidding. I don't know. Like,
Sure.
it's just weird that the teaser image itself is like it's 7 people. Like there has to be something to that. Like it's the first image they're showing off. Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time is when the trailer's dropping. 8 a.m. our time. We're gonna be in early in the morning playing Red Dead Redemption at like 7 a.m.
I'm into it.
Playing that for an hour, watch the trailer, and then we're gonna get together and talk about it afterward. That trailer is gonna be sick.
What do you think the first shot of the trailer is going to be?
A sunrise. No, a sunset.
I'm saying tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed
and then
with a whistle
Yeah, definitely a whistle. And then a boot.
in the dust. No, a
Stagecoach.
horse all of a sudden gallops by from the camera.
Stagecoach, camera underneath the stagecoach, like it rides over, dusty,
A
dust
train robbery
comes
with
up.
7 people that are swapping between it. I'm not letting it go. No, imagine if like one of the last shots does show like that thing, like zooming out and then back into someone else. They wouldn't do that with us. I'm assuming it's gonna be a pretty cinematic trailer and not
Yeah, it's not gonna be gameplay as
no.
much.
Because right now it's fall 2017.
Right.
Who knows when it's gonna actually release? But that's the tentative placeholder right now.
I just want more customization because especially after GTA and how you're able to just customize every little thing in that game. And I loved the costumes and things you could unlock in Red Dead Redemption. Like imagine being able to paint your stage, like trick out a stagecoach, like crazy, like get crazy horses and just paint them however you want.
Yeah.
Like I want coats of paint and I want to paint my horse.
I love the
weirdo.
idea. No, you're
Someone
zebra stripe horse.
There's some predictions in the chat. Diablos X or Diablos X. I apologize if I'm butchering that, but he said the 7 people in the picture could be the people you fight against. Maybe a gang you're going after. So who knows?
Bosses.
Super Mega Loser said maybe they're all one person but dressed differently, superimposed next to each other.
It's a rat king. Could be a rat king.
Yeah, someone was saying third guy from the left looks like John. We don't have the image up right now, but it kind of does actually. He's wearing that same kind of almost bowler hat with like a vest on. But again, like you get different outfits as John. But yeah, I don't know. Like needless to say, I mean, people are kind of like making fun of everybody for hyping it up, but
What if this is tied in to HBO and this is all going to sync up with Westworld?
yeah, like robots and whatnot.
Yeah.
It
Like
could be,
so
I
this
don't know.
is going to be the playable version of Westworld. That's how they're financing it. Because Rockstar, they probably don't have a lot of money. Their games are never very successful.
All right.
So do you know? Okay. So you're telling me that the game is just repeating the same day?
No, it's
Like
going
in
to
West-
be like
like in
Majora's
Westworld?
Mask. You'll relive it each day and you're trying to figure
you
out
just
what's
want
going
every
on.
game to be like Majora's Mask, and so do I.
I do, yeah.
If Majora's Mask could swap between 7 people. So needless to say, the teaser image has got us all excited. Trying not to hype it up too much, but I don't know. It's Rockstar. It's always exciting because they're so secretive most of the time. Fall 2017, a tentative placeholder release date. Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, the trailer's going to be up. Here at GameSpot, come back, tune in. Probably starting, I don't know what time, early in the morning Pacific time, like 7.
Trailers dropping at 8 Pacific.
So maybe like
We'll be here at
6.
6.
We'll be here early. We'll get some coffee. We'll bring in like bagels or something. We'll be playing Red Dead Redemption on Xbox One, the backwards compatible version. I think Jake and you both have saves somewhere in the game, so we're not gonna start from the beginning and do all that ranch work and whatnot. But
Right.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to the trailer. That'll be up, and then we'll right after that convene again with a bunch of people. Justin, I don't know if you're gonna be here, but
Are you going to wear cowboy hats? I'll bring a
I
cowboy
was
hat.
going to say
I'll
that
wear-
in
yeah,
Spurs, dude.
yeah.
You'll know.
sick.
Assless
Walking down
chaps.
2nd Street in San Francisco, clinking along the sidewalk.
It wouldn't be that far off.
Yeah. All right. So Red Dead Redemption 2, the trailer is coming out. Let us know what you want to see in the sequel to the 2010 title. Let us know in the comments below.